what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have another installment of Random Rob, and as you can see, it is first thing in the morning, so don't mind my skin and my hair and all of that. Legitimately, I just gotta get up and go because I'm about to go ahead and grab a haircut. Now here's the thing, I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but legitimately I have a bit of a tradition. I always have to go to the grocery store, pick up an energy drink, and then go ahead and take out some cash to go to my stylist. Now, the thing that sucks about that is I just avoid having cash on me at all points in time. It's something that my mom always told me, oh, you should always carry cash. Everybody pretty much that I know says, you should always carry cash. However, whenever I carry cash, the cash just gets lost. Like, after the moment in time where I no longer need to have that cash on me, it just ends up in the pockets of some jeans or like some jackets or somewhere, and then I find them like 6 months later and I'm like, ooh, extra money, and then I end up putting it to the side and forgetting all about it, and it's just literally, it's just like this cycle of finding it and then losing it and finding it and losing it. So it's just something that I personally can't do. Let me know if you guys experience the same thing, or if I am just a strange, sad unicorn. Alright, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my neighbors love bumping all of this like Latin music, and I know that there are a lot of people out there that would be really upset, but for some reason I get kind of excited, and I'm kind of always into it. I'm like, let's get down. Okay, I do not know why he gets so crazy when it comes to my Snuggie, but look at his little toes. He's like super into it. And I'm kind of disturbed, but at the same time, I kind of just want to let him live. He's also really into any kind of like, any of that polar fleecy fabric. I don't know, but I think he's maybe just a little too into it. He always gets upset whenever I like make him stop too. Okay, so I think that this is as good as it's gonna get lighting-wise. I've been fussing around with it for the last 5 minutes, and legit, I still kind of look like a White Walker. However, I will say, this blue highlighter, I'm kind of into it at the moment, so I mean, I might as well embrace the fact that winter is coming, right? So I have to kind of apologize because I feel like this video is really disjointed, but then again, that is kind of Random Rob. The last clips that you saw were from maybe like 2 to 3 days ago, but I have been insanely busy with, you know, raiding and the gaming channel and all of that kind of stuff, so been a bit all over the place. However, as you can see, I have gotten my hair cut. Very happy to see my stylist again. That made me feel amazing. And if you watched my September favorites video, this is the 9cm earring and this is the stud. So we're rocking some of that asymmetry. The next thing that we are rocking too is a pretty big positive attitude. So I don't know, I've had a little bit of a swing in my mentality lately, and it kind of hit me when I went to Chipotle. I know, that's a really weird way to like transition. I went to Chipotle and I had an epiphany, but legitimately what happened is, you know, I was just kind of bouncing along. I felt pretty baseline, like my normal baseline attitude, and I was up at the counter and I was just chatting with the people and like smiling like you do, right? And they were like saying, wow, you are in such a good mood. I was like, I guess I'm in such a good mood. I feel like this is just my normal baseline mood. So, you know, that was one of the people who were like serving you, and then you move over to the register, and then I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, thank you so much. And then so she's like, you are so just bouncy and positive. You have such a good energy. I was like, oh, thank you. She's like, did something good happen today? And I was thinking to myself, I was like, no. And so I didn't know what to really like answer her. I was like, I woke up. I was like, I'm alive? And then she was like, oh. And then, you know, I thought in my head, yeah, I woke up, I'm alive, I'm blessed to have that. I'm like, yes, another day on this planet. So I kind of rolled with it, and she was like, wow, you are so positive. Now, for those of you guys who don't know the kind of other end of this story, is there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on the gaming channel and that whole kind of aspect with Warframe and whatnot. There's a lot of negativity floating around. Some of it is deserved, some of it is directed at other people. It's a mess right now, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. And I realized that, while I could like jump into all of that, that maybe I should take some time to take care of myself, because sometimes like being around that kind of toxicity and, you know, fighting amongst that toxicity, it kind of like wears away at you. And I realized that outside of Warframe, I'm very bubbly and happy, and I'm like, world is good. And then we get into the whole Warframe scene and I'm like, fuck all you. And it's just like one of those things where you kind of have to separate yourself from the negativity, because really you don't need that kind of negativity in your life. And it's a really, really odd thing, because I talk a lot on stream about like anime or like movies that we could be watching, or like TV series, and you know, I like make notes of all of the series that people recommend, and I'm just like, am I in the mood to watch a thing about a killer and a suspense murder mystery thing today? Not so much. And I find that like as of late I'm gravitating towards more just like fun, happy content, things that just like fulfill me and make me feel good. I've never been the kind of person that really like loves to like, oh my god, one of the things that I hate reality shows. I hate competition reality shows because they make me stressed, and I'm like, I don't need that stress in my life. I don't need any of that. I don't need, what else am I not fond of? I'm not fond of like prank things, because I just feel like everything is stressful. And as of late I've even been staying away from like all of the political stuff, because it's just like a bunch of negativity just eating away at my soul. And really my soul just kind of like wants to like run around in the fields and just be happy and blow bubbles. Oh my god, when was the last time you guys blew bubbles? Blow bubbles very, very soon. So I just kind of like made the mental shift to do a little bit more for myself and take care of myself, avoid situations that I don't really need to be a part of. I was like, you know, a part of me is like, listen, I'm gonna stay in my corner. Y'all can have fun fighting over there. Stay away, stay in that direction. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy myself over here. In fact, one of the things that I did tonight, instead of, you know, jumping into anything that I didn't need to jump into, is I made some more keto food. So this is kind of like what I tried, and I'm gonna say that it's pretty fucking good so far. Is I actually went ahead to ground beef, because ground beef is like my friend right now. Grabbed a jar of salsa. I sound so basic. Grab a jar of salsa, poured it into like 3 pounds of ground beef, seasoned the ground beef, salt, pepper. I put in some cayenne pepper and some red pepper flakes. Did a little bit of that and did like 16 like chugs, like squigs of Tapatio. Did a little bit of that, let it simmer, let it kind of like concentrate the flavors, and then after that I'm just gonna divide them up and kind of like what is it called, meal prep them into like little things, and then after I'm done warming them up, squidge a little sour cream in it, mix it around. I had a little bit of a taste earlier and it was super duper good, and you know, brought some happiness into my life. Now that's kind of my word on positivity. I'm gonna end it there basically. Just make sure that like you're taking care of yourself, because sometimes, as much as I am down to like speak my mind and speak my piece, sometimes at the same time I need to say, alright, I fought a good fight. We can fight more later. But right now, I want to take some time for myself. I want to get the good vibes on. I want to put on a little bit of blue highlighter, you know? I want to put in some contacts that I don't like. These are actually, because I bought I bought 2 sets of like the $90, what do you call this, contacts. You guys have seen the green ones a lot. They're kind of like green gray. These ones are the ones that are kind of like gray blue, but they read really, really baby blue on me, and I kind of hate them. But I wanted to make use of the 90 bucks that I spent on them. Like, the contacts themselves, they feel fine, but this was just not a good color for me. So I slapped them in. I went ahead and put on some blue highlighter, decided to sit down here for you, and I do have an ulterior motive. I am using you guys as my friend to hold me accountable. I don't know if you could see, but there's a pile of clothes that's like sitting right there. My living room is in a little bit of disarray, and I kind of want to do, you know how like one of the things that I don't get to show you guys is like outfits of the day, and like, oh, I'm feeling really cute, I want to show you guys like what I'm wearing and whatnot. However, like in front of my big like stand-up mirror, number one, that mirror is dusty as all hell. And number two, there are like Amazon boxes and like unopened mail just sitting in there. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna tell everybody on camera right now that I'm gonna get this done, and then that way you guys can hold me accountable, and the next clip you see, whether it's from tonight or whether it's from tomorrow, will be a cleaned living room, or as clean as it can possibly be living room. So that I swear to you. Regardless, I do have a big day and a lot of things to take care of tomorrow. So that does about do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys didn't catch the previous episode, make sure you go ahead and check that out. But yeah, that about does it for me for now. So as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. Also, real quick before we go, if there's anything that you want to be held accountable for, go ahead and leave that in the comment section below so that I can hold you accountable just as much as you hold me accountable. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!